Hello bros, welcome to this video. My name is Wolf Lopez, and in this video I want to cover a couple of things that I have learned from Warren Buffett. I have studied Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger a lot, and Peter Lynch and other investors, and just a couple of things that I have learned are basically the fundamentals of making money. Okay, so the first thing that I want to say is this quote by Warren Buffett is the more you learn, the more you earn. Okay, so basically you're like, yo, right man, that's pretty simple. Like, what's happening, Wolf? Where's the nitty gritty? Like, where's that good stuff? Like, we want that like the special sauce. But that is the special sauce. The more you learn, the more you earn. It couldn't be more truthful. And Einstein said that you want to make things simple, but not any simpler than they have to be. Meaning that the more you learn, the more you earn. That's a very simple phrase, and it captivates the whole thesis on how to make money. Is you have to learn more, and the reason why you have to learn more is simple. There is like 7 to 8 billion people living in this planet right now. There has never been this many human beings on the planet Earth at the same time, meaning there's a huge social basically war for resources. And what resources are? Well, resources are scarce in demand resource. Basically anything that is resource, it's in demand because it's used, and it's scarce. Okay, if you look at like oil or water or food, these are scarce in demand resources. And well, water, there's more water on the planet Earth, but there's salt water, so that's undrinkable. But look at, I mean, just sweet water, and yeah. So when it comes to making money on this environment, we are in the just floating in the space on this like a on the planet Earth, and there's 7 billion people here who want the same things that we do. We want health, wealth, love, and happiness, and everybody is fighting for these resources. You're constantly fighting for anything basically. If you want to get married, you're fighting for your spouse or for this, because other men will want your girl also, and there's it's just competition. Like in your genes, like in a cellular level, your genes are fighting against other genes. And for example, like basically what cancer, for example, is, it's just one gene growing too fast, and if your body can't fight against it, it will grow. So it's very important to understand that everything is just war basically. Everything is fighting, and it's just fighting for the scarce in demand resources. For example, like if you have catch a bacteria, like, but that bacteria wants to live inside you, but your body, you don't want it to live, so you fight for it. Your body fights for you, so you have white cells fighting against. Okay, so when it comes to making money, you have to understand that you are fighting against everybody else. Like every human being wants to make money, everybody wants to be a millionaire, everybody wants something, but very rarely anybody deserves something. So here's another quote, and I will come back to this. The more you learn, the more you earn is very important. But the other quote is, to get what you want, you have to deserve what you want. The world is not yet crazy enough place to reward a bunch of whole undeserving people. Meaning that if you don't deserve, if you just want, like it's called lottery mentality. If you just wish that you want, a lot of money comes to you, like that's foolish. Like that's saying, like if you're a farmer, you go to farm, and you have the ground there, and you have the seeds and everything, but you're like, yo, this year I wish that I want carrots. But that farmer wouldn't take any action on planting the seed and preparation of the ground, and just sunlight and all that good stuff what it needs to grow. If the farmer doesn't do anything of those things, when he comes back, when it's time to harvest, he's like, where's my carrots? I wanted carrots, but there's nothing. He will die out of hunger because he didn't take any action. He didn't deserve those carrots. So what you want to do, you have this to deserve the money. And how do you deserve it? Well, you take action. Okay? You deserve it by deserving it. And how do you do that? The more you learn, the more you earn. Are you humble enough to learn from other people? Are you humble? Like a lot of the great thinkers, Charlie Munger always says that learn from the imminent dead, or make friends with the imminent dead. So people who have been living on this earth, almost all the smart people were there's smart people living amongst us, but like straight up geniuses, basically all of them have died. Michelangelo, and for example, Gandhi, and there's just many people, and you can't learn from them anymore, but you can learn through books. Are you like humble enough to learn from the books? Okay, and yeah, you can learn from a lot of things in the books, and history repeats itself. Okay, if you look at like cryptocurrencies right now, um, yeah, it's just repeating itself. For example, why Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger hates Bitcoin? It's because it's not producing anything. Bitcoin doesn't produce anything. So it's basically the greater fool their theory that people who buy Bitcoin buy it because they think that there's some even fool there than them to buy it at the higher prices. That's everything. And when that stops, it will collapse. And that's, for example, what Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett believes. And there's the famous story about tulips. That when people bought tulips, there was the craziness on tulips. And after people realized tulips doesn't produce anything, it just fell down. Like it's just a lot of people lost like money. So the pattern has repeated over and over again. People just get crazy on something, and then it's just if it doesn't produce anything, it will go to zero. So that's what they believe, for example, on Bitcoin. So that's one thing that you can learn. That's one argument about Bitcoin. Some people just are pro Bitcoin. Some people are pros and cons. And you have to form your own investment thesis using the knowledge in your head. So that's why you have to learn, because the more you learn, the bigger advantage you have over other people, because some people only just are in the echo chambers of one thing. Like I have, like this is the thing, like that could sometimes that works, but oftentimes it doesn't. Okay, so for example, like some people, for example, idols. If you go to idols, you go there, and people have just horrible singing voices. It's not in their Illyrian destiny, but they just still go there, and they should all in on singing. But literally they can't be at the top. They can't sing like Beyonce. So it would be better of them doing something else. So you just basically have to know thyself and understand that if you are in an echo chamber, you have to get a reality check. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay, and the best thing to do that is just to learn more. The more you learn, the more you earn. So there's tons of videos on YouTube about Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, Peter Lynch. To Bill Durant, the historian, have like he has crazy videos about. I have watched him at Plato and all these great people, like summaries of their life and lessons there. So it's huge, and the more you learn, the more you earn. Like that's the secret key to making money online or in any money, because when you know more than other people, you can bring more value, and the more value you bring, you will make more money. And also there's many other things that I'm not going to talk about here. But for example, one of my friends makes like he's a dude that I know, and he makes like millions a month. Okay, and it's crazy. Like he's a young dude, and yeah, so you can definitely make anything happen, but it all becomes in your information, and you basically get information as much as you can, then you make plan, and then you take action on that plan. After you have taken action, you look at the data, and you just rinse and repeat. So that's how it works, but a lot of people just don't want to do that, and a lot of people are very skepticism. Like a lot of people have been programmed to just for example, when I say like, hey yo guys, I have this golden ticket, I have done crazy research and blah blah blah, or these like courses that I'm selling on trainings, a lot of people are like, yo, this is a scam. Like people are instant like, this is a scam. Like I'm like, yo, like I have truly made insane research here and I'm sharing it with you, okay? And for example, for me, I have invested a lot of myself. So the best investment, by the way, is in yourself, because just because the more you learn, the more you earn. The best invest in is in yourself, because no matter the economic situation, no matter if Bitcoin crashes, no matter if whole economy crashes, no matter whatever happens, you have your own value. So if you are valuable, the more valuable you are, the more money you will get, simply because you will provide more value. And that's a lot of like a biggest secret that nobody like understands and tells, because that actually requires work. Okay, you have to improve yourself, self growth. So formal formal education will make you a living. Self education will make you a fortune. Okay, so that's the lesson today. It's a chat back video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you in the next videos. Peace.